Hello again! Well, today I'm on my way to the shops because I'm going to pick up some supplies I need to make room boxes. And today I'm looking for some photo frames, and this is the store. It's called Action in the Netherlands. It's a store. It's like a dollar store, except here it doesn't cost $1. But they have very well priced items, and they don't always have the same, but they sell everything. Well, lots of things anyway. Some computer things, and they sell craft things, and they sell stuff for the home, household items, cleaning items, underwear, socks, candy, lots of stuff. Here you can see some household items. Now I'm looking for the photo frames. Oh, here they are. Found them. Now I need, let me see. They're a little bit more expensive than I thought. I thought they'd be like $1.99 or 99 cents. Maybe that one. It's quite big. Looks nice though. I need a square one, or not a square, not in shape, but square as in that it's flat on the back. I like that one. It has a black border. I'm looking for something that's a little bit cheaper. That one is quite nice actually. It's the same one as the black one I saw next to it. This one has white. $2.89. It's not that bad. Having that. I think I would like another one, but that's one that's a little bit bigger. Maybe that one. Kids art frame. Oh, actually, well, that's very cool. It has hinges. I like that. $4.99. It's a little bit more expensive, but I'm having it anyway. I think that's a really cool idea. So yeah, taking that one as well. Maybe one more, like this one, different size. Looks quite nice. Also black frame. It has all these little things in there, which I don't need, but what is it, $2.99. Oh, $1.29. That must be the wrong price, but it won't be expensive. I'm having that one as well. So I think that's enough. I've got 3 frames now. I can work with that. That's plenty, more than I need. No. It's 99 cents, but no, not doing it. So now I've got 3. I think that's enough. Well, I bought several things always when I'm at this store, but these are just, I don't know, they just look like they could be handy one day. Some stirrers, that's for paint, and large skewers. I don't know what for, but very useful. And some double-sided tape. Where's the other one? I had another one. Oh, should be in there. But really, oh, here it is, tissue tape. I use a lot of that tape just, sometimes it's just to stick something down temporarily. So I always like to have that in my stash. So, but what I was really going for was, of course, these photo frames. And I bought, well, you could see I bought three of them in my basket. They weren't very expensive. I thought they would be cheaper, actually, but they weren't. Probably because there's this stuff that comes with it, which I'm not going to use. But, of course, this one was a little bit different. And it has a lovely matting in there, this one as well. And it's got, well, it doesn't have glass on there, but this one was interesting. Of course, I will be making room boxes with them. And this one, let's see if I can just remove the tape, the plastic from it. And the only thing which is a shame is that it's not glass. But apparently there is a protective film on there. So what I really like about this is that, look, it opens like that. It has a little magnet here, so it opens. Now, of course, the insides are dark, so I'm going to be taking that out. But then I'll have something with a glass front, which you can open easily. And then if you want to work on it, change something, it's easy. There's some damage there. Well, that's what you get for buying cheap stuff. Anyway, I'll touch that up with a little bit of paint. And then, yeah. But, yeah, so I bought 3 different ones. 3 different sizes. And I'll show you what to do with them. First, get the plastic off. I don't know. What do I do with these things? Is that glass? I always prefer glass to plastic because the plastic tends to scratch easily when you clean it. And of course the glass doesn't. Now, yes, glass can break, but really you would have to do, oh, actually that is glass. Good, I'm happy. That's really good. Right. So there we go. Now, let's put these away. Let's start with an easy one, or easier. I save these boxes, and I save them because they look nice. I have a really good black shoebox here. The back is also black. That is fairly sturdy, so that could make a really good room box, and it's fairly deep as well. And you need a little bit of depth for making a little display. But this one is a bit big for all of the frames, and as it's a little bit big, you know, the smaller it is, the firmer it will be. So I don't think I'll be using this one. Then I have a smaller white one with a brown interior. Well, the interior doesn't really matter, but the outside, I think there was a faucet in here. Yeah, tap. This one's quite nice, but it's a bit small for all of them. So, you know, you could, of course, if you have a really nice box, go to the store and see what frame fits in there or fits around that. I did it the other way around. So, and then, of course, I have this red one, which is really nice. I have no idea what is in there. It's just a really nice box. It's very firm. The cardboard is very, very strong. And I think it looks, really nice. So that might be the up for the bottom there. Now I don't think it will fit any of the frames. Well, actually, the height is perfect, but the width is not. Well, actually, that is pretty good. For the other ones, it's a little bit small. Way too small. So what I'll do, I'll take these away. And I'll start with this one. And I'll use this box. I think that's good. So what I have to do is make it slightly smaller. As you see, it fits perfectly height-wise. Because what I'll do is I'll just mount the box behind the frame. And then you've got a really easy and quick room box. Now this, of course, is not the way I make all of my other room boxes, but it is a start. If you don't have a lot of materials, or if you don't have a saw, you could easily do this. Easily. So I'll show you how to do that. So I just have to measure. So what we need, and I forgot to tell you this, when you're buying one of these frames, here you can see there's a little recess. Gosh, they're dusty. They just came out of the store. So either you can mount the room box inside the frame, but I find that if you do that, so make the box smaller than the frame itself, and if you stand it up, you have to make something extra to support the bottom, because otherwise it will lean back a little bit. I don't think that's a good idea. So what I like to do is to mount it on the outside of the frame, so against the outside. And you can just, flip these back and then create some support and glue it, of course. First I have to make it so that it will fit. How about measuring? So this one is 18.6. So I'm going to keep that, and I'm just going to make a mark here where the new width is going to be, and here as well, and then I'll fold that over, and then I'm going to attach that back onto there. And really I do not need the top, so I can take that off as well. That will make it a little bit easier to handle. Okay, so I've made the side smaller and folded it in. So I made the folding lines a little bit, pushed it in a little bit, and these as well. Cut a little bit of that flap off so it doesn't overlap. And I've cut a bit of the end so it fits in there, because otherwise it would be too long. So now these fit, and the box is a little bit smaller. So I'll just glue that, because I cut off the tab. This one stays in place with this tab, and I cut that off. So I'm going to glue the flaps down, just with a little bit of tacky glue. I think that should be good. Oh, careful you don't get any glue on the outside, like I just did. Because we want to have the outside slightly presentable. There. Now I'll just put some weights on there, and before you glue this down, just check whether it fits. I did that off camera. It does fit. See, fits perfectly. So I was able to do that pretty quickly. It was only a few minutes. And now I'll just use some weights. And last week, Dale asked me what these are, these bits of metal. They're very heavy. And I use them as weights. I also use old iron, so I'm going to get one. Like these antique irons, they're really heavy, so I use those as well as weights. Bit dusty. And they have handles so you can pick them up easily. But those metal, those square ones, not that one, they are steel bench blocks, and they're used in metalwork and jewelry making, silversmithing, goldsmithing. And they are available from jewelry supply stores, and you can get them online. Just search for steel bench block. And they're perfectly square, and some of these have perfect 90-degree angles, and they're perfectly flat. So they, that's what they're using them for hammering something flat, or, well, anyway, you use them with a rubber mat underneath. And these are also, engineered blocks for, I don't know where they came from. I found them in the thrift store. I just picked them up because they're heavy and they've got nice engineered corners and angles. So I could use them for that as well, but I use them as weights. So now I just have to wait until that glue dries, and then I can continue. Well, I think the glue has dried. I'll take out the weights. And I did glue down those sides as well, the top, because they were, gosh, they're heavy. This was all open, like a gaping hole. Didn't look so good. So that's been glued down. It's quite firm. Now it's going to be, this one is going to be very simple. So what I'll do, that's what a double-sided tape comes in handy. Is this double-sided? Yeah. So you can do tissue tape or just foam tape. Foam tape, of course, is a little bit thicker, so it will be coming forward a little bit. But I'll just use a tiny bit of tape at the corners or in the middle somewhere, just to stick it down and hold that in place. And that's basically a room box. Look at that. Can you see that? See in there? Now, as I did with my other room boxes, we can just decorate that. And this was just, I mean, fixing the cardboard box was maybe 5 minutes. Of course, I was lucky that this room box was very close to the size that I bought, which was just a coincidence because I really didn't pay attention to the sizes. And I had this box. And so I can use it like this. Portrait or landscape form. I think I'm going to go for the landscape. And yeah, I was wondering whether I should leave that or not. I could cover that with a bit of a bit of extra cardboard for the lid, but I'm not going to. I could do that, you know, and you won't have the same box as I do anyway, so you probably won't have that. So, but I think it looks really nice. And now for the interior. Now, I think this is looking quite modern with the red and the black. Now, of course, if I put wallpaper in there, you won't be seeing the red anyway. So, but I think I have to look for some modern miniatures. Do I have any? Not that many, I think. Let's have a look. Now, to be honest, I don't have a lot of modern miniatures. Actually, I could only find one in my stash, and that's this chair. The miniature was made by Kim Selwood, and I have several chairs that were made by him, and this was, I don't know, it just caught my eye, and I haven't used it in any setting yet because it just, well, doesn't really fit. But I think I will use it in my second canal house because I have several modern miniatures in there. The original chair was made by John Greed, and it's called Mosean Chair, and it was designed and made in 1991. So it's pretty recent, to be honest. I think I would like it in here. Now, I think I'm going to take that off and use that as the bottom, because I don't think I'll be carrying the room box anyway, so that can come out. So now it's a little bit damaged, but that's all right. I'm going to cover it. So as I couldn't find anything, the only thing I found which was okay with that chair is this lovely carpet. It's a real tufted carpet. I like it. But what I thought would be nice is to have some modern art with this chair. So I went online and I found some artwork, and this is by several artists from the Cobra group. And Cobra was an avant-garde art movement, and it was it's named Cobra because the founding members were from Copenhagen, Brussels, and Amsterdam. So Copenhagen, Brussels, Amsterdam. Well, makes sense, doesn't it? And these paintings, these two were made by a Dutch artist called Karel Appel, and they're both. This one's called Oiseau, bird, and this one's also called Vogel, bird. And this one's from 54. I think this one is 51. And the Cobra group was only it only existed from 41 to 51. 48 to 51. So only 3 years, but they had a lot of big impact on the art world. So this one is by an artist called Constant Nieuwenhuis, and he painted the cat in 49, and I like that there's a cat and birds, and they were influenced by, because they wanted to express themselves freely, so and they did that by being influenced by, and they looked at drawings of children and also mentally ill people, and they were also influenced by earlier modern artists like Picasso and Paul Klee, and Wassily Kandinsky, artists like that. So but anyway, I thought these were really fun. I thought the shapes of the bird and the cat looked, especially the cat, I thought that was really fun somehow. Yeah, I like that. So I'll put that on the wall, and here the bird as well, also the shape and the colors I like. Now I was looking at this painting and I'm going to put that on the floor, but I thought, wouldn't it be fun to make a carpet out of that? I think that would make a fantastic carpet, and I could do that by using a technique like that, the tufting. I could try that. Not now. I don't have time for that now. But I thought it would be really fun. I like the colors, and I think it would make a beautiful carpet. For now, I'm just going to cut it out and use it on the floor. Okay, well, I'll show you. It's very simple and it's very quick, and it's what I've got at the moment, but really quite fun. It could have the back kind of looks like it's bricks or brick, like a brick wall, and yeah. So I'll put the front on, and I'll use the same sticky tape, the double-sided one, to put it on there. And whenever I have more or better miniatures, I can put them in there. Well, that was just trying to peel back the top layer. That was pretty difficult, and the glass was dirty, so I had to clean it. But now I can just stick that onto my bit of my cardboard box. There. That was really easy. Now, this is not overly complicated. I just put some tape there, and it's fairly easy to open it again. And so, yeah, now my box, the cardboard does have a little bit of a coating on it. So if I remove the frame from it, the tape won't stick to it that well, so it just comes apart. That might be different with your room box. The other thing you could do is just make a makeshift hinge here. You could use some duct tape just to tape two pieces together, and that could be a hinge. So you can open and close it, so you only have to worry about this side. Of course, you could add magnets or, you know, real hinges, but I wanted to keep this really, really simple, and it works like that perfectly. And I found out which box it was, where the box came from, because I noticed a little brand name on the handle, and it's the brand that my headset is from, and that's the headset I use for editing my videos, and it's called HyperX, I think. I really like it. It's very soft on the inside, and they're really good headsets, and basically they're gaming headsets. I don't use them for game. I don't do gaming anyway, so, but and they also have a microphone, which I rarely use, but it does work. But that's what the box came from. So if you're low on funds, if you're a beginner, if you want to do a quick room box and just to try something out, this is perfect. And like I said, this is just to show you a little bit. And I don't have a lot of modern miniatures, but maybe one day, because I do like them. I do like modern styles as well. And it's also good. That's what I noticed when I was doing the other room boxes. Sometimes it's really good to just quickly make something, and it doesn't have to be like this. It's not perfect, but it's like a lovely exercise, and it will give you other ideas, and it's fun. I really enjoy doing this. So, and yeah, there's a gap there, but I don't mind for this case. Here, that's a really nice side. So I'll display that somewhere where you can see it. And I really like the idea of doing a carpet like that. So maybe I will. Somewhere in the future. I always have so many ideas and not enough time. Anyway. Yeah, I like it. So, a room box from a cardboard box. And an old, well, not an old one, a photo frame. Well, that's it for today. The whole process of making a very simple, cheap room box. And next time I'll be making another room box, but this time with wood. And well, I hope you'll enjoy that process as well. So, thank you for watching. Until next time.